Hello everyone, welcome back to This Day in Weather. If you're just joining this channel, this is where you can learn about weather events that occurred in the United States on the date the video was posted in years past. Today is September 20th. On this day in 1845, a tornado outbreak affected parts of New York State and Vermont. A large tornado up to 1.5 miles wide destroyed at least 10,000 acres and many homes as it passed near Antwerp, Fowler, and Edwards, New York. Another tornado temporarily drained the mouth of the Genesee River as it moved into Lake Ontario. Although a child was reported missing, no fatalities were reported from this outbreak. On this day in 1909, a catastrophic Category 3 hurricane with 115-mile-per-hour winds made landfall near Grand Isle, Louisiana in the late evening hours. This hurricane formed on September 13th and as a tropical depression brushed the coast of Haiti on the 14th. It then became a tropical storm off the northwestern coast of Jamaica on the 15th. It was then a hurricane on the 16th, then intensified to peak winds at 115 miles per hour on the 19th, while its outer bands producing scattered rains in parts of Louisiana and Mississippi coastline before making landfall on the 20th. After it made landfall, it quickly weakened, losing hurricane status within 12 hours. Then, as it went over southern Missouri, it became a tropical depression, then dissipated on the 22nd. There were at least 400 deaths from this hurricane, and it destroyed around 5,000 homes. Thousands of other homes throughout the region were unroofed, and telegraph communication was crippled. The damage totaled to $11,1909 United States dollars. In 2025 United States dollars, that's the equivalent to almost $390.5 million. On this day in 1967, Hurricane Beulah made landfall as a powerful Category 3 hurricane near Brownsville, Texas. This hurricane had already caused damage in the Greater Antilles and Mexico before reaching Texas. It first formed on September 5th and reached tropical storm status on the 7th, then a hurricane on the 8th. Over the next few days, it had strengthened to a major hurricane but had weakened to a minimal tropical storm before regaining hurricane strength and making landfall on Cozumel Island with at least 100-mile-per-hour winds. Then later that day, it struck the mainland Yucatan Peninsula. After it made landfall in Texas, South Texas was inundated with flooding rains, with most areas seeing between 15 and 25 inches, with some isolated reports of around 30 inches. Beulah then looped south and went back to Mexico and dissipated on the 22nd. Beulah also spawned 115 tornadoes, all in South Texas. Beulah was responsible for 59 fatalities, 15 of which were in Texas, and damage was around $235,1967 United States dollars. In 2025 United States dollars, over $2.27 billion would be needed to equate to that. On this day in 2000, an F4 tornado destroyed or damaged 250 homes and 40 businesses in Xenia, Ohio. 100 people were injured and 1 person was killed. This tornado damaged some of the same areas that were previously struck by an F5 tornado back in the 1974 Super Outbreak. This tornado caused $1,002,000 United States dollars in damage, which would equate to over $1.87 million in 2025 United States dollars. On this day in 2017, Puerto Rico was devastated by one of the deadliest and costliest natural disasters in history. Hurricane Maria made landfall on the island as an extremely powerful high-end Category 4 hurricane with 155-mile-per-hour winds. Maria first formed on September 16th and wasted no time. It had already devastated the country of Dominica after it had reached peak winds of 175 miles per hour, a Category 5 hurricane, the day before reaching Puerto Rico. Some areas were still recovering from the effects from Hurricane Irma just a couple weeks prior. The flooding from Maria was unprecedented. 30 rivers had exceeded major flood stage. 13 had reached record flood stage, with some surging up to 47 feet. Some places saw up to 38 inches of rain. 1.5 million people in Puerto Rico lost electricity, while 3.4 million throughout the impacted areas were without electricity. This created the largest blackout in United States history, as well as the second largest in the world. For some people, electricity was not restored for 11 months until August 2018. While devastating Puerto Rico, Maria had weakened, but once it went back out on the waters, Maria had re-strengthened into a Category 3 hurricane with 125 mile per hour winds and stayed in the waters until eventually dissipated on October 2nd. Maria was responsible for causing 3,059 fatalities, including 2,975 in Puerto Rico alone, and the damage was $91.6 billion 2017 United States dollars. Only 8 years later, in 2025 United States dollars, that would equate to over $121 billion. All of that devastation resulted in the name Maria being retired and was replaced with Margot starting with the 2023 season. That will close up this edition of This Day in Weather, but be sure to stay tuned in because whenever there's a new video, you will learn about weather events that occurred in the United States on the date the video was posted in years past. Please hit the thumbs up button to like this video. Please hit the subscribe button to be sure to never miss a new video. If you're just joining this channel, please check out all the other videos that have been posted on this channel. And please check out my Patreon at patreon.com/c/thisdayinweather for more content.